I'm guessing we have more Tarantino activity out on the streets today. They've been taking over Hollywood Boulevard quite a bit lately to film the new Tarantino movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, so that's probably what most of this is for. Yeah, this was all decorated for the movie the other day. Some of the decor we'll see in the movie. Huh. So what we're on our way to do now is I'm going to Mann's Chinese Theater. This is the first time I've vlogged it, any of it. Inside anyway. We're gonna go see First Man. I'm gonna give a review and show some of the collectibles they have in the lobby at Mann's Chinese Theater. I call it Mann's, but it's actually Grauman's Chinese Theater. So the reason I wanted to see it here was because I haven't been here in a long time, and it's actually showing on IMAX here, and I haven't seen anything in IMAX for a while, so I figured, why not come see a space movie in IMAX? Oh yeah, this should be fun. We got in here while they're still doing previews, so look around inside the lobby. There's Rita Hayworth's dress from Gilda. And Stormtrooper. It's kind of cool, right? Oh, it's the book from King of Kings by Cecil B. DeMille. That's one of the Chinese wax figures, and then here's Marilyn Monroe's dress from Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, the gold one. It's kind of cool to get to see this just as you're going to see a movie. Oh, and check that out. One of James Dean's other outfits from Giant. We just saw the other one in Fairmount. Look at that. Wow, I was wondering what happened to that stuff. It's here. Wow. And that is Vivian Lee's dress from Gone with the Wind. Scarlett O'Hara. Check that out. That is so cool. Like made out of a curtain. This is Betty Grable's dress from The Lady in Ermine. Huh. Pretty nice. And this is Grace Kelly's from To Catch a Thief. Cary Grant. And that's one of Judy Garland's dresses from The Wizard of Oz. I think everybody knows that dress. There's a life-size Darth Vader. He's about 8 foot tall. Huge. But I don't think it's a costume or anything. Now that is Schwarzenegger's outfit from Terminator 2, Judgment Day. That was a huge hit when I was a kid. So it's kind of so cool to see that. It looks like it even has bullet holes up there in the lapel and underneath the zipper. Pretty worn out, scratched up. Then this one doesn't have a card. I'm not quite sure what it is. I thought at first it was maybe Gloria Swanson's or Joan Crawford, but I'm not sure. All right, time for the movie. Well, the movie is over. Let's take a look inside this theater. Since we've never been in here before together, inside the famous Grauman's Chinese Theater. Well, I love the movie. It was directed by Damien Chazelle, starring Ryan Gosling. I thought Ryan Gosling was pretty awesome in this because he wasn't over the top. He was very solemn and almost, at many times, almost emotionless, which, you know, I've read that Neil Armstrong was kind of that way anyway. Even after he walked on the moon and everything, he rarely gave interviews, didn't sign autographs, was very humble. And so this movie takes place basically from 1961, before he joins NASA, until he walks on the moon. And I think they just shot it perfectly. When you're inside Gemini 8 or Apollo 11, inside those rockets or capsules, you really feel like you're in there. I think it was just, yeah, I think it was just perfectly shot. They do a lot of handheld camera work, which creates a lot of tension and really makes you feel like you're there. The script was perfect. I loved when they, not to do spoilers, but like when he would go and enter outer space, everything would go dead quiet, like silence, no music, no nothing for a while, and it really added to the ambiance. As far as seeing it in IMAX, I think that's the way to go. You really should see it that way, especially, like I said, for a space movie. You know, up until probably, what, 2 weeks ago, I didn't really know much about Neil Armstrong outside of him being the first man on the moon. And then for the 800th vlog on here, we went to the Armstrong Air and Space Museum, which had a lot of the stuff that was in this movie. So it actually gives me a whole new respect for everything that I saw at the museum, and I actually want to go back and rewatch my vlog, because now we've seen the actual capsule from Gemini 8. We saw his spacesuit from Gemini 8 mission, his backup suit from when he did Apollo 11. So it's kind of cool. You should definitely go check out Vlog 800 if you'd like to see some of the real items that we saw in this movie. And I can't recommend this movie enough. Out of a 10, I'd probably give it a 10. Even though it's over 2 hours long, it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes, you don't feel it. You really kind of, it moves along nicely. The pacing is great, and just the video is perfect. To watch it, you really feel like you're there. And like I said, Damien Chazelle is the director. He always does a great job. Spielberg was the executive producer, and Ryan Gosling just nailed it. So I think everything about this movie felt authentic. It felt real. Almost, you know, nowadays a lot of movies feel overproduced. It didn't feel that way at all. You really felt like you were in the moment with Neil on all those missions. Definitely think you should see the movie. And there's Steve McQueen here at Grauman's doing the handprint and signing his name. And speaking of Spielberg, there's George Lucas and Steven Spielberg together. So we're gonna take off, and yeah, if you ever come to Grauman's, don't forget to check out all of the great things in the lobby here. Pretty cool. Now, this one doesn't have a card, so I don't know what it's from, but I think it's Audrey Hepburn's from Breakfast at Tiffany's, maybe? I'm not sure. If anybody knows, let me know. They said I'd have to ask a tour guide, and I don't see any tour guides. But that pretty much is gonna do it for us here at Grauman's. Hope you guys enjoyed our first trip in here. And I wanna look at the details over here one more time on the Rita Hayworth dress, because I feel like I kinda did it pretty quickly at the beginning of the video. And it's such a dark color, you almost lose it. See? All right, so I just got some answers. The black and white dress is actually from Thoroughly Modern Millie, and the black one that I said I thought was Joan Crawford's or Gloria Swanson's was actually Marlene Dietrich's from Shanghai Express. So let's take a few looks at some of the handprints here. Of course, we always have to see Clark Gable before we take off. That's like, you know, that's just standard. And Douglas Fairbanks, just thinking of Blazing Saddles, I always feel like I should put that one in there as well. And this is kind of new. I don't think I've ever seen this before, this Carrie Fisher. Never noticed that before if it was here. Highly recommended, highly recommended. There's Jack Benny, and like I said, just as a rule, we don't leave without seeing Clark Gable, and there it is. There he is. To Sid, a great guy, Clark Gable. There's the handprint and the footprints.
You can find.
All right, we're out of here. Look over at Ripley's. The dinosaur on top has his costume on. Looks like he's the devil this year. Well, I'm taking Ja to the park. I wanted to go do the vlog early and go to the first showing because I have to go get my cyst cut out today. The doctor. Free records, and it's Cole Porter, Les Girls. So we took Jaw this morning to get his 3-year rabies shot, and his weight is down by 2 pounds. Good job, Jaw. Hi. My new friend. This dog just loves Jaw. I think unfortunately today's park trip was kind of unsuccessful. Well, I guess it's a local warning to not keep calm. Oh boy. All right, I made it home. They cut the cyst out of me. I'm all numbed up, so I'm not in pain right now, but we'll see tomorrow. All right, my friends, we're gonna call it a night. I want to thank Lori McKiernan for making a contribution to my channel, and I'm actually taking off tonight to go do something that I hope in the future will become its own vlog. It's a weird, wacky story that goes way back for me, but hopefully I will talk to the person that I'm seeing tonight and see if they would like to participate in a vlog and talk about, you know, what it is they've been up to since I last saw them. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed getting to see all that legendary costuming up at Grauman's, and yeah, that's it. Have a great night. We'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.